Aloha, beloveds. Blessed day. Shoo, shoo. I'm here in the jungle of Hawaii, and my name is Athena Rose. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful for my precious body. I'm so grateful for this beautiful temple that houses my soul, my spirit, that allows me to be embodied. I'm so grateful I came here and chose to be incarnated in this lifetime at this time line of human history. And yeah, I'm surrounded by blooming purple flowers and trees, beautiful elders, and the jungle is just so beautiful and nourishing to my senses, to my body. And as you know, I've been speaking to in these videos recently about fasting, juice fasting in particular, which is just drinking liquids, juices, raw juices. I make juice every day. Lately it's been celery and watermelon and grapefruit and citrus and things like that, because they're helpful in breaking down the biofilm and the gut over time. Because of unbalanced eating and eating processed food, our guts accumulate waste that lines the lining of our gut, of our intestines, and it creates a web, like a network, like a sticky substances that line our intestinal tract, and that harbors bacteria and parasites. And so getting in there with the astringent fruits like lemon and lime and oranges and grapefruits really help break that down. And taking enzymes, I've been taking Health Force enzymes every day, digestive enzymes. And yeah, so a lot of profound shifts have happened with this new moon. I'm so grateful, grateful, grateful for my life and the folks that have come into my life to be divine reflections for me, and to see where I can adjust, or where I can make corrections, or where I can find more balance. And I've noticed that I am falling back into old patterns, or had been falling back into old patterns of achievement and pushing myself too hard, and like just not listening to my body essentially, and being like hard on myself, and forcing myself to do things because intellectually they made sense to me, and I was hearing other people talk about them in terms of the fasting protocols and things like that. But I want to share that I feel it's very, very important that we listen to our bodies. We listen to our bodies. And sure, yes, we have parasites that influence us. We have bacteria that wants to be fed, unhealthy bacteria that can influence us. But ultimately, if we really tune in to our intuition, we can hear what our bodies are saying to us. And it's really about cultivating that relationship with the body. And this is a beautiful mothership. It's an earth space. It's an earth suit that we get to inhabit, and it's of the highest technology. It's so beautifully crafted and made. It's a miracle. Our bodies are a miracle. If you really tune in to the intricacies and the self-healing properties and the protective properties that our immune system has, and the way our heart and our breathing function automatically, and yeah, just the way we can heal ourselves through these ways, through fasting and through rest, is amazing. The body has the innate wisdom to heal itself without external influences. And sure, those can be helpful sometimes, and we may get to a point where we need help and we need an intervention, such as surgery, or herbs, or plant medicines and things like that. But mostly, if we're being really slow and paying attention to our bodies, we won't ever get to that point. I feel that strongly. We won't necessarily need to have those interventions, because we're continually making those minute adjustments in our intake in terms of food and water and sunshine and vibrations, music, and the people energetically that we spend time with. And there's certainly times when we're in situations where we're taking in things that we don't want to be taking in. But ultimately, I want to say we have the ability. Our bodies are beautiful creations of light, and love, and we are made up of a full spectrum of all the medicines. We are the medicine, and I just want to remind you of that. You are the medicine. You are whatever you need. Listen to your body. Your body is wise beyond anything you could ever perceive, and it's important to trust the body. So with that being said, I had a beautiful sister reflect that to me even more deeply yesterday during acupuncture session, and really came through strongly that it's time to start refeeding and rebuilding. I've done a lot of healing through these 46 days, almost 47 days of juice fasting and water fasting, and limiting my calories. And my calories got really low, and I was feeling really depleted, and I need to start eating more. And I'm gonna actually start eating today, and chewing something. I don't know what yet, piece of fruit, or I'm definitely feeling called towards some miso soup for that nourishment. And right now I have this beautiful maca and mushroom powder and earth broth from Health Force. It has a lot of medicinal properties to it. Or it's very earthy, of course, and so I'm needing that grounding right now. And yeah, I just want to encourage you to listen to your body. I offer myself in service as a wellness and fasting and health coach, and I'd love to give you advice, but mostly it's just being that reflection for you to understand what's best for you. And that can be different for everyone. It is different for everyone. And so I can share with you what works for me and what I feel is best and beneficial overall in general. But ultimately, it comes down to you, what it is that you need. We all have that wisdom within us. So my job as a counselor, as a coach, as a as a space holder, is to hold space for you to have that self-realization and to be self-evident. And I've been able to do that for myself somewhat, but then I really have needed others like my partner and practitioners and YouTubers and things like that to be a reflection back to me. So we need each other. We're interdependent. We're not codependent. We're interdependent. We cannot do any of this work on our own. So that's why I feel called to offer myself in service to the collective in terms of these ways, and to share my experience and to hold space and to really deeply listen to you. I feel like that's one of my gifts, is to listen deeply and to be present with others. And my work as a youth substance abuse counselor, I've definitely been cultivating that practice even more on another level, a different population in terms of awareness and consciousness level. And these are young folks that are very unconscious and struggling right now. And so I know many of you that are listening to this video are very conscious and have many awarenesses and so much wisdom. And I'd love to learn from you. It's that, like I said, that interdependence, that we need community and we need each other to be those reflections and to share from our experiences so we can learn from each other and grow and gain wisdom and knowledge and deepen in just unconditional love and acceptance of the diversity of viewpoints and beautiful experiences that we've all had. And that's important. The stories are important. I know that the stories are stories, and they're things that we tell ourselves and we can hold on to, and that can become unhealthy for us and create stagnancy, but also, they make up who we are as a human being. And definitely been, over this last 46 days, been doing so much deep unraveling around programming myself towards food and body image and nourishment. What is nourishment? How can I nourish myself? And deep stuff came up around all of that. And I got to see it and I got to witness myself in that. And I'm so grateful for that. So grateful. I would definitely do the juice fast again at some point, but right now it's really just time for me to nourish myself. I'm 47 years old, and so I did basically one day of fasting for each year of my life thus far, and that feels really complete and beautiful. And yeah, I'm looking forward to rebuilding, recharging, rejuvenating my system and body, and coming back into my full power in a new and fresh and healthy and aligned way. Like I said, this fast, it healed so much for me. I was having serious autoimmune issues related to what they call fibromyalgia, inflammation, gut problems, brain fog, candida symptoms, gas and bloating, lack of energy, not sleeping well, anxiety, depression, vision issues, vision problems, not feeling grounded in my body, not feeling comfortable in my body, not trusting my body, feeling really, really, really out of balance, and not having the energy that I knew I could have. And this juice fast has brought that back. For me, it's reduced the inflammation in my body like 95% or more. And I've shed weight that I didn't need to be having on my body. I've cleared my immune system. I've reset my gut microbiome. I've reset my stem cells in my gut. I've cleared my brain of toxins. I've detoxed so much. And it was really intense in the beginning, especially. I was sick. I was tired. I went through waves and waves of detox, You just have to learn to ride the waves. Some days you feel amazing. Some days you feel like total crap. And you're like, what am I doing? I thought I was feeling better. But really, it's just something that moved past again. It's your body releasing something again. It's your body needing that rest to do the healing work that it knows it needs to do. So trust your body. Trust your body. If you're putting nutritious food into your body and good water, good clean water, and you're going outside as much as possible, your body has everything it needs. It's getting sunlight, it's getting water, it's getting that plant medicine. It will heal on its own. When you take away the processed food and the mucus forming foods, the meat and the dairy and the gluten and the carbs, all the processed food, junk food, just because you're vegan doesn't mean you're healthy. It definitely can mean that you're not, and I believe that as little cooked food as possible is important, because our foods have enzyme that gets killed off when we cook it, when we add fire to it. So yeah, eating as raw as possible is ideal, and being hydrated, and moving your body. I deeply believe in the practice of yoga and breath work and moving one's body and lifting weights and just tuning in to the land, laying on the earth, walking around barefoot, being in the sun, being naked, sunbathing, getting in the ocean, getting in water, working with the medicine of water. That is our first medicine, is water. We were born through water. We are water babies. We need water. And I want to speak to, I really feeling like dry fasting can be beneficial for short periods of time. But these folks who are going on these long dry fasts, I don't feel like that's healthy. I feel like that's detrimental and breaking down the body too much. And it's scary. It feels scary to me, because we are water beings and we're here to be of the water. We are water. Without water, we wouldn't be here. She's our mother. And so grateful for clean water. May it always be so. And for all men to go breatharian, then so be it. But until that time, I'm going to keep drinking water and nourishing myself, because we're earth beings. We were born of the earth. We came from the earth. We're going to go back to the earth, and can't negate that, And I feel like what I've been feeling lately is there's those of us that are built to ascend, to transcend, maybe be the breatharian and not have to intake. But then there are those of us, and I definitely feel part of that tribe, is to ground the energy here and be part of the earth plane and anchor that heavenly realm here on earth, as being that heaven to earth bridge, that we're cultivating. And like I said, those of us that are more in these heavenly realms, celestial realms, and doing the work there, embodied. And then there are those of us embodied that are anchoring that energy. And we need to interact with each other, and we need to work together, and we need to co-create together, because we're interdependent as well. And that's how we're gonna build the new earth. That's how we're gonna build that new earth, is by having both those aspects, above and below, and being present in the body in between, and coming back to the breath and coming back to our body. And because either one, whether you're breatharian or you're feeding yourself nourishment from the earth, you have your breath. The breath is the anchor point. The breath is the middle point, and that means embodiment in the breath. And you have to breathe to live, and you can't get away from that. As far as I know, you have to breathe to be alive. So bless you, bless this beautiful day, blessed new moon, and sending you much aloha from this beautiful, beautiful island surrounded by Mama Ocean. So grateful to be here in this beautiful, potent portal of healing and love and Pele energy. The fire is just burning away and purifying me so deeply. And I'm getting that nourishment from the ocean, the soothing energy from the ocean to cool those times when it's too fiery. And that's the nature of Hawaii, is the water and the fire. And so grateful to be here. Aloha, nui loa.